Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's Tuesday today, but to me it feels like a Monday. So I'm not going to do the star sign readings today. We're going to do, I'm not sure. What are we going to do? Should we do a Celtic cross? Let's do a Celtic cross reading. Okay, instead of playing with tarot, we should do a Celtic cross with the energy oracle cards. Split the deck and we've got the yin yang and a journey. Where have you been, Lucy? I was only gone for the day. Went on a little adventure. I went out for the day. Very interesting. Okay. Anyway, should we have a look at today? Let's have a look at today. That's what we're going to talk about. Victory and the mirror. Right, let me spin that back round, otherwise it looks like this is the challenge and this is what we're talking about. That's the challenge. What's gone on in the past? What's it like now? What's it going to be like in the future? Or what assistance is behind the scenes? Angels everywhere. The divine is taking care of us. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see that now. You'll know if the divine is behind all this because you'll all of a sudden start to feel like everything's going in your favour. Okay. How you feel about this situation, how this is affecting others, any hopes or fears, and your outcome, please. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. So we're talking about victory. Now, this card here wants to be seen as well. So let's just have a look at what we're talking about from this card, because I feel like it's a challenge to talk about this. Okay, maybe. It may be a challenge to talk about this. So let's have a look at this card, and this is going to give us an overall feeling for this reading. Journey. Okay, card number 2. Where are you off to? Your bags are packed. What direction are you going in? Okay. What's that you're holding out? Well, you've definitely got your bags now. Unless you've been shopping. I feel like that's a suitcase though. I feel like you're ready. Divine Feminine. Endings are just new beginnings. Have a look at the lamppost. It's not a lamppost, it's a signpost. Look for the sign on top of the signpost. Who's that? I was going to call him Mr. Balloon Man. So I'm feeling, maybe it is a lantern, but for me it looked like it was a face with a hat on. I'm feeling the energy of this is the divine, helping you with your journey. Okay. You're ready. Well, let's have a look at these other cards. Victory, Divine Feminine. You know that, you know you're manifesting. Victory in the mirror. Oh, and the mirror. Now, we have the masculine here. That does look kind of a bit like what's the top of the lamppost with the flame. and then what the feminine's holding here, this light. It's kind of the same with the masculine's energy here. So I'm feeling the energy of, did we want to talk about this subject? It might be, did I say it might be difficult to talk about this subject? This is the masculine here. He's looking quite frail and old. Takes me to like The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. But I felt that energy when I said "and the mirror." But all I can think of is Alice through the looking glass. Alice isn't in Wonderland anymore. She's gone through the looking glass. So as soon as we saw the yin yang when I split the deck and the journey card, the masculine here can see that you're going places, divine feminine. He's trying to balance out his energies here because he wants to go places as well. Angel of balance. Okay. Well, the angel's here, and I said that the divine was helping, was taking care of us now. So in comes this angel to balance things out. That's a beautiful liquid here. Elixir. Feeling the energy of tapping into music then. So that's what we're looking at. The feminine being victorious. She knows that she's manifesting good stuff now. The masculine trying to find his balance. But we do have an angel that's on the scene. I do feel as if divine feminine, you are journeying now. Deeper and deeper. Just you're journeying deeper and deeper. And I feel that's why we have this angel energy that's taking care of the masculine here. Okay. Should we have a look at what the block is? I had the energy of this masculine handing this over to this angel to deliver it. It's like you have it, divine feminine. The energy here of appreciating your masculine's part in your progression in this journey. How this has helped you to become stronger. It feels like it's a main asset to your ascension was the involvement of your masculine here. Let's have a look at the challenge. Healer of the ages, most definitely. A younger version of your masculine here. And I feel as time goes on, you should be able to see how you've had all the assistance. He's got two flames here. This one here is just not as bright. It's not that it's not as bright, it's not... so I'm feeling this is the feminine's energy, masculine's energy. Enlightenment. It's like the receiving of the energy here. Now, seeing as you're kind of I felt the energy of deciphering. Ciphering the messages. Hey, look, it looks like it works both ways. So I feel like you've got a piece of each other with you. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. I actually feel the energy of you've kind of both of you have surrendered into this love and into handing it over. Healer of the ages. Seeing as this masculine's looking quite frail here, and this is the challenge, I feel like once these energies are balanced out here, he should start to notice a massive improvement, especially on his appearance. And that's just when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So you're going to see a massive difference in the appearance. that's within yourself, and also the appearance of divine assistance. I say that you're very nearly there. I've most definitely felt it after the Lionsgate. I mean, yesterday was just amazing. It was an adventure that just was quite amazing to watch it unfold. Okay, so there was no doubt in my mind, really. It was like, oh my, divine really is kind of guiding me, and not just guiding me, but orchestrating it all. Let's have a look at what's gone on. A woman holding a heart. Okay. I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling of her energy. I felt she was a bit of a statue, to be honest with you. Like a porcelain doll that's been kind of painted here. Okay. So I'm feeling the energy of a statue. The energy of doing it all for love. This could be her heart. She's getting ready to hand it over to the divine so that she can transform here. The butterfly in her hair. So there's a woman holding a heart. Card number 44, handing it over to the divine. Let's look at the current energy. Rest and rejuvenation. And here's the masculine here. I feel like you're both getting a good dose of the good stuff. It's all swirling around the masculine here. This could be the energy because there's a lot of focus here on the feminine, journeying deeper, which means the more you journey deeper, the more you've surrendered. And the masculine, this is a transmutation of energy here. So we can have a look now, and I picked up what is she holding here. And it's like she's journeying deeper, she's going, but she's handing over this this liquid, Alexa, I called it. Alexa. Say my name, say my name. That could be what it is. When I was in meditation earlier on, all I could see was a very dark corridor. It was like a tunnel, but it was a square tunnel with black shiny tiles, ceramic tiles, we can say that. And I was in a long tunnel, and it was going really fast, so it was like I was running down this tunnel, and it was just darker and darker and darker. And the energy was that I was actually looking for my divine masculine, and I'm like, where are you? And then the energy of just kind of going, oh, I don't know where you are. It's just too dark in there. And the surrender of, I'm sure you're going to find your own way out, but you can't keep searching in these tunnels. So that come through earlier. Let's look into the future. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Now this energy just takes me to faith was coming through, having faith. Having faith that everything is working out. Everything is always working out for me. Now it is a second chakra, so this will be our creativity, our passion. Okay, that fire within. I do feel the energy here of the Divine Feminine getting very creative. More creative now that she's surrendered. What's the system behind the scenes? Hostilities. Okay. Well, masculine's on guard here. I'm picking up the fact that he's taken like his helmet off. I do feel as if maybe you could be seeing things clearly now, Divine Masculine. Like, it could be, I'm not going to say a little scary, maybe spooky, But yesterday I felt the energy of the trees talking to you. And it was like, it's okay. Like you realise that nature talks and the animals talk. And I mean, kind of not just going, I'm sure that cat's talking to me and then just kind of brushing it off. It's kind of like, no, the cat is talking to me and I am seeing the signs. How are you feeling about this? Daughter spirit. Well, it's been opened. So this is all the assistance and angelic guidance assistance that's in operation. The daughter spirit, you've opened up the daughter spirit. And now it's swirling all around you. How does this affect others? The garden and the gates. Well, I felt the energy of the third energy tap into me yesterday, which meant that I felt very looked after, safe, secure, protected, really feeling as if the earth is just so beautiful. And look how it just takes care of us. So yesterday I was like, I think I've kind of activated the third energy, which is the masculine, feminine, and the inner child. Feeling whole and complete. Totally and utterly taken care of. Nice feeling. Okay, so I'm feeling the energy of the feminine here, very content. She's really encapsulated. Listen, we might be making up words here. In Mother Earth being her home. That's how it's affecting others. The divine feminine here, she's not running. She's just contented. Hopes or fears? Is there just one card there? There is. Hopes or fears? The thinking man. So I feel now, divine masculine, you've been left to have a think. Okay, you're holding a crystal here. Now, I'm going to say that's a clear quartz crystal. Now, clear quartz will amplify the power of spirit. So if you put it next to any other kind of crystals, it will amplify their power. You don't need to cleanse it. It takes care of itself. The clear quartz. So you're kind of having a look as if to say, now what is this? Unless you caught yourself a fairy. The outcome. The fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. I think you're coming to the time soon where you're going to want to talk about, you're going to want to talk about the truths, your new truths. Okay. Got your trumpet here. Here's the archangel that brings the messages. So there's something here that I feel like the masculine's wanting to speak about. Could be all these sign synchronizations. Maybe receiving some more clarity. Just so that he's certain. Felt the energy of here, of trying to fight them off, but there's no point really. They're not going away. That's an interesting reading. Let's get some oracle cards. Oh, actually, well, all we have is oracle cards. Let's have a look at the enchanted map. Let's pull a card for the divine feminine. Divine feminine, can we have a look at this journey energy and you being victorious and balanced and tapped in, tuned in, turned on by life? Let's have a look at this energy. Okay, peaks of joy in reverse. Card number 33. Why is this coming out in reverse? I was pulling for the feminine's energy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Okay. Well, I'm not sure that the Divine Feminine really has anyone else to share it with. Her life is just filled with happiness, so share it with others. So she's very content in this world. I don't think there's a lack of sharing it with others. Let's read the card. Do you rely too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are? Perhaps you say, I'll be happy when I meet the right lover, make the right amount of money, reach my ideal weight, and so on. Why wait to arrive at the perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight? This is a day for joy. Take a walk, listen to the songbirds, scratch a kitty's head, play with a dog, look at a baby, and be in awe of life, which leads to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. But that's the perfect message. I was going to say, what did it say about scratch a kitty's head? I done that to Tia this morning and she bloody attacked me. I don't know if you can see, but well, it's kind of around this area here. I said, you just bit me. Okay, so be careful how you scratch their heads. I've been giving my cats night massages. Anyway, Divine Masculine, should we have a look at a card for you guys? You have Magical Map Shifter. You definitely are going through a big shift here. Card number 52. And you don't really know what to do. Okay, card number 52. You don't really know what to do. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. I'll say that's spot on for this reading. Okay. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognise them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The Magical Map Shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. Wow, Divine Masculine, you're going through it. You're going through the change. Okay, right. Rumi. Oh, at the bottom of the deck here, the lover and the beloved. Do you believe in magic? The more you believe, the more it occurs. Okay. Let's get a message from Rumi. This might be our final message for this reading. Let's have a look. From nothing to everything. Card number 16. I've opened up to number 9, the impossible made possible, from nothing to everything. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside Even if you fear, you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel. Something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich, they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee, and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greatest storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge and certainty, of opinions and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core and even then perhaps further still. We may wonder if we can bear it. What shall, if at all, remain intact through these rigours? We may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is as though a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us certainty or inner stability. Such are the rigours at an advanced stage on the path. We meet this challenge when our soul is ready for it. Why must it be thus? This is a sage question indeed. When we are asked to dispense with our story, the interpretations we have given to our life experiences over the years, we may not hear the request at first. We may vaguely note it, but not recognise the great divine source asking this of us, and so we do not give such an inclination due accord. We may persist. We may what? Persist. We may persist with spinning our own tales instead. Oh, our mind may fancy itself to be a great wrangler of the word, impressed with its own judgments and declarations, yet in the light of comparison with the divine tale for our soul, all our fancies shall pass away, revealed as so very frail, like clouds dissipating in the sky. Perhaps we are graced with the realisation there is so much more, or perhaps we still don't get the hint and move into struggle as we try to enact what we think our story should be. We may hit obstacle after obstacle and create even more terror in our storytelling, that life is such pain, a struggle, that success may not be for us, that we are forgotten and unheard. Yet we could equally choose to wonder if obstacle after obstacle, closed door after closed door, is just a prompt to look for the open window to climb through? And if so, instead of seeking to impose our small story upon the great truth, we can live the truth of our divine destiny. Then something magical happens. We participate through presence along with the unfolding story of our soul journey. We open up to whatever is asked of us, presented to us, happening through us, as we choose each day to come alive as much as we can. Then, as if by magic, there is something else that occurs. That would be grace. Real, rich, dripping with goodness and substance, grace. This is a sacred blessing that enables us to pay attention to opening doors rather than closing ones. The divine assistance that lets us know our life is proceeding according to a greater intelligence and plan. Once we stop thinking quite so much and live day to day, we will be blessed with the realisation that our individual life story is so much more extraordinary and perfect than anything we could have summoned, even with our wildest imagination. This oracle comes with guidance for you. You are being asked to let go to receive, to become empty, to be filled. This may mean letting go of attachment to a lover, so you can receive genuine love. It may be of no longer holding on to a fantasy of your dream job, but of being guided into your most soulful and successful vocation. It may mean letting go of wishes for your body or health to be other than it is, so you can simply get on with living each day, taking steps into wellness without thinking beyond one day at a time. It is the divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking at our door, more often than not, with the delivery of what we have been fantasizing about, but in the best way for us. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be very painful and bring you much grief, but all that is dying is your attachment and opinion about how it must be. This needs to happen so you can stop dreaming and start living it. This is what is happening for you now. Do not fear any part of your process. Embrace it without expectation, with trust in your heart that the divine is simply guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. I got goosebumps. That's amazing. Mr. Fly, you were walking all over both of my arms. So, you know when you kind of feed, let's just say you feed like, so you don't lose your mittens. So you have a bit of string, it's that bit of string, on each mitten, and then you're going to feed it through your arms, through the back of your coat, and then down the other one so you don't lose your mittens. That's what I felt like the birdie, it was a bloody fly. Well, I didn't see it might have been a bird. Anyway. Like a very small little bird. But it went all the way up my armhole, round the back of me, and then down the other side. Okay, whilst I was reading that. Would you like to do the sacred honouring ritual? Place your hands in prayer and bow your head. Say aloud, I choose to trust in the great genius unfolding in my life. I give thanks for the blessings of grace now flowing into my heart. I have no need to know. I trust in the perfection of my being unfolding with innate intelligence and wisdom. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, holds me in his protection, and I accept my destiny with a peaceful and trusting heart. Please help me to surrender the stories, attachments, fantasies and fears that have held me back from living my heart's desires fully. I now choose unconditional trust in the loving genius of life to lead me into my fulfilled destiny now. So be it. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual, and I've completed this reading, guys. I really do hope that you got the message out of this. Okay. Until we speak again, take care. Much love. Bye for now.